You are now listening to UCereal. And one. Look at you,
Hey, what's up,
Jay.
guys? Jake here, back with another vlog.
Oh God, he's rotated.
Am I? Is
Yes,
this
he
better?
is. There you go.
Hey, what's up,
Yeah.
guys? Jake here, back with another vlog. Um, so yeah, welcome to episode 11 of the UCereal podcast. This is gonna be a short but sweet episode because your homeboy Jake is on vacation, and I don't have my legit setup with me, and I don't want to be rendering for 17 hours and uploading for 17 hours because the Wi-Fi is not the best. But we have some great talking points for this week. As always, I'm joined with my beautiful co-host.
Daniel, I think you're pointing to
I don't
me.
know who I'm pointing at.
And
I
And
Zeke.
really don't know either.
yeah. So you guys want to get into our weeks? How was everyone's week?
I guess we'll start off with
Um,
Daniel.
yeah, my week's been fine. I went to the doctor. So it turns out I actually developed something called oral thrush in my. Except it
Mm.
wasn't in my. Yeah, no, it's gross. It's really gross actually. It wasn't in my mouth though. It was only on my tonsils and like back of my throat. And basically what it is it's like a fungal infection or like a yeast infection. Like, women get it in their fajayjays, except for a different reason. I got mine because apparently
You ate
it's
too much
very
pussy.
common. Yeah, no. It's very common with like steroid inhalers, not like the type of steroids you're thinking, but it's very common with those inhalers. Like, let's say if I forgot to rinse my mouth out, like just swish some water around my mouth once after taking it, that's probably how I developed it. So now I'm taking this really gross medicine four
Was it
times a day.
contagious?
No,
Hmm.
no, apparently not.
Okay.
But that's really gross. It was because like my tonsils, I looked in my mouth and they were super swollen and red and they had like white spots on them and I was like that doesn't look good. I went to the doctor and they tested me for strep first and I didn't have that and he's like the doctor's like I don't think you had that. I think honestly you have thrush. And then he was like we can treat it as thrush first because thrush if you take antibiotics while on it, it actually makes the thrush worse. So that's why we just decided to treat it as thrush first and then an infection second. But yeah.
So is it still up in the air then?
No, it's well, it's cleared up my tonsils and stuff. They look fine now. But I still have a cough, so I could have like a respiratory infection, which I would need antibiotics for, but I don't know, we'll see.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Well, hope you get better. I mean, that sucks.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah, I'll go next because I'm sure Jake has a lot to delve into. But for
No
me,
problem.
I've been good. This week has been stressful since because of work. That's coming up to my fiscal year end, and a lot of stuff has to be done. Um, uh, got a cough that developed. Um,
Hey.
that's been with me for
Oh.
like a week or two, and I don't know if I'm supposed to be going to the doctor or like I'm the type
I also
person I'm the type person that'll like wait till like I'm actually dying to go to the
yeah.
doctor.
I know what type of sickness I had before when I was actually sick.
And I probably
It
got it
was
from
it's
you.
I don't well it's traded through bodily fluids and
Oh, maybe
saliva.
we had a night.
We had a moment, but it's called the paraflu. But it's not actually the flu. But I think it's called the. Me and my friend came up with this. We think it's called the paraflu because like symptoms are like parallel with the flu, but it's not the actual flu. But you actually can get a bad cough from that. Or that's where I got mine from. And then also there's like levels of it, stage one, stage two, and stage three, and stage three is pneumonia. So that's a fun fact.
Mhm. Nope. I hope I don't have stage three or
I,
any
no, I don't.
stage.
No, you would have had like a fever then, and
Yeah.
it would have been like you have the flu.
I don't know what I have. I
Oh
thought it
no.
was allergies, and then it just became. I just got like I don't think I got sick, but I just got really like sore throat, and I started coughing a lot. I don't know. But yeah,
Oh.
anyways, I mean, it's been an all right stressful week so far.
Yeah. That probably doesn't help the immune system
It
either.
does not. Nope.
I actually just read about how there's also like a very infectious version of the bird flu going around
Mm,
right now.
there's everything going around right now.
Yeah.
So I guess Jake, how was your week?
My week is and has been good. I just like I guess when we recorded the last podcast, I literally just got back from Buffalo and stuff. I'm currently now in Anna Maria, which is somewhere my family goes every year. I'm gonna be here for 2 weeks because we didn't get to go last year, so we're making up for it. And it's been good, a little bit stressful as family vacations can be, but like once you get settled in, it's all good. And yeah, it's just I've just been biking around, going to the beach, having a good time. I literally was at the beach all day. And then I was like, hey, it's Sunday, we should record the podcast. So I hopped in the shower, and here we are. And my laptop wasn't working, so I had to hop on my phone. But the show must go on, and yeah, I got some friends coming up next week to spend some time. Excited about that.
Nice.
Yep,
Well, you deserve it. I mean, it's been a long ride, right?
yep. I've been. I don't know if anyone's noticed, but I kind of have a mop on my head right now.
Yeah, we
So
noticed.
I'm struggling with that a little bit. I've been thinking about getting a hat. Because I just got out of the shower and I didn't have time to dry my hair. So
No, that's right.
I mean,
trying to make.
there are thing called there's a thing called a barber, you know.
No, I'm growing it out for the summer. I want to have that beach flow, baby. It was looking excellent today. I got in the ocean a bit. Then I like did a nice air drying. There's some waves, but then I showered and I
Yeah, but
used too much shampoo.
you can still keep the length. You just gotta fix it, you know. You don't want your ends getting all nasty and stuff.
Those are fine. Thank you very much.
Alrighty.
On a side note, for when we start watching videos, I would like to watch that video also
I
because
know,
I
I
think
saw
it's
that.
hilarious. And the comments are also hilarious.
For the Parkland.
No, no,
No, that
no.
is not that. No,
God,
that
Jake.
is not funny.
No.
Well, I don't know what
Let's
the video
let
was.
let's make that clear, guys. We're not
No.
trying to. This is a
He
different
didn't know.
video. He did not know.
Okay.
Totally different video.
Well, I thought. No, I thought people normally
Just
clown
don't.
people who do bad things. So
No,
maybe they're teasing them, making fun of them. You know?
no, it's a totally different
Um,
video.
let's
Nothing to do with that
let's
situation.
kind of transition away from that, and we'll make
So on
sure.
that
Jake,
note,
yeah.
Yeah, I guess
um,
on
You
that
want to give
note,
us a show review?
yeah, I've been watching this new show. I thought this could be a fun segment. A lot of podcasts do this, where they kind of just talk about a show they've been watching. So thought I'd kind of take the mantle and get it going. Have you guys heard of the show Invincible on
No.
Amazon Prime?
no.
Seriously. Okay.
I'm being totally honest with you. I've never even
Never even heard of it.
Okay.
never
Well,
even thought of yeah.
it's like a cartoon superhero show. And when I first heard that, I'm like, no, that's stupid. I don't want to watch that. Because there's just been a lot of memes on TikTok and a lot of clips I've been seeing. And eventually I went to a friend's house and he was watching it. Like, he literally had just started. He was 10 minutes in. He's like, hey, have you heard about the show? I would start it over for you. We could watch the first episode. I'm like, okay, I'll give it a try. And the first episode was insane. It's like one of those superhero shows where it's more on the realistic side as to what it would actually be like. Like the superheroes are flying around breaking stuff, chucking people and people. It's so violent and graphic, and the first episode had a giant plot twist, and it was really cool. But pretty much it's about this guy who's in high school, and his dad's like the world's best superhero, and he finally gets his power, and he wants to like kind of start following in his dad's footsteps, and he kind of sucks at first. He's not doing a good job, and then his dad is like a dark secret, and it's pretty good. I recommend it. So that's my show review. It stinks because you guys haven't heard of it, and I was hoping we'd
No,
have a bit of a conversation about it. That's
no.
fine.
I could have
So
talked about Queen's Gambit. No, good show.
next week, I love that show too. That's a great show.
Mm,
Easy, have you seen Queen's Gambit?
nope.
Maybe
Okay,
you can
then
watch it this week.
you should watch it, and then we can talk about it next week.
Well, I'm in the middle of my own show.
What are you watching?
I'm watching Schitt's Creek right now.
Oh,
I'm almost
I
done with
also
it.
watched that show. Very good show.
I haven't seen that show.
Yeah,
It's hilarious.
it's really
Can
it's my type
how?
of comedy.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's a.
It's like
Is it?
a
it's like an
rom
office kind of
com. It's like
thing.
rom com. Like mm,
Funny,
I don't know if it gives me Office vibes, but it
kind of.
does give me like what are
I mean,
shows
you
that
have
I've
all the same
seen?
characters that they're like looking
It
at
gives me
every
a Park
day.
and Recs vibe more.
Yeah, like yeah, I could.
No,
Um,
not
Well,
even.
I
No,
usually
no, they're the same. I don't know what
what
it
is it
gives me.
on?
You just have to see it.
Netflix. It's on
It's on
Netflix.
Netflix.
Did Daniel's camera go away? Never mind.
No, it's right there.
I don't see him.
Yeah, great show
I don't see
though.
him.
What was that other show you guys talking about? The Queen's Gambit?
Queen's Gambit.
You
It's
could
a chess
actually
show.
finish it.
You
It's
should
like
start playing chess. I'll smack you. No,
it's
What?
the Queen's Gambit's 8 episodes. It's on Netflix.
it's like a like
Oh, it's a
show, but
chess
don't
Pretty much,
worry,
show.
it doesn't suck. No, no, no. It's not like super. Like you don't need to even know how to play chess to watch it.
yeah, it's still very enjoyable.
Is it like a short
But
series? Is that what it is?
Yeah, it's only 8 episodes. I think it's 40-minute episodes.
Mm.
mhm.
Yeah, there's a
Yeah.
bunch
And
of shows that I've seen that I have not finished. So
I know I'm in that same place where I have like 5 different shows I'm watching right now.
no, I just don't. I'm notorious for not finishing
He
shows.
doesn't. Yeah,
I don't like
you
it.
almost just don't
I
do
do
it.
finish shows.
Like I'll
Sometimes I'll
watch
just
the third to fourth video up till the end, but then I won't watch the fourth or the third or the last episode. I'll just leave it at that.
mm,
I'm
gotcha.
notorious for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you guys want to get into our next talking point here?
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
So I think obviously I know what happened, but I'm not
Well,
exactly
wait.
sure what you guys
So
are talking about.
I'll bring it up here.
Please.
So there's this really cool YouTube channel called JCS Criminology, and basically he does like a bunch of like basically mini documentaries or like sometimes like even full documentaries pretty
mhm.
much on
Hour
these
long,
criminals.
hour, two
Yeah,
hour. I love
dissecting like
them.
their interviews and what their maybe the what's it called what's it called the person who carried out the act criminal like, I don't even know what that
The
might be going through their
suspect.
head and what they're trying to accomplish through the interview and then the
Mhm.
detective the things they're trying to like look for and probe for and establish in the interview
Mhm.
and I recently watched a video on what pretending to be crazy looks like and it's about the Florida Parkland shooter and it's during his interview like all the things he was trying to do to like make himself seem crazy and then
To
basically the
kind of
police interrogator putting an end to that and kind of like
just to not get sentenced to
exposing that
death.
yeah and kind of exposing that it was not he is sane and knew what he did.
My favorite thing about this YouTube channel is how constructive it is. Like he leaves no boundaries
Don't
unbound. Like he goes so in depth and it's not like those stupid 48-hour shows or like those stupid TV cliches that you see on television. This is like this guy dedicates days and weeks of research and like details everything. It's so interesting and it's like you have to watch it to really appreciate the work and I think the what it's like to be crazy was like one of his best works. I think
It was really good.
it was really good, and I think Jake, if you haven't seen it, you should really see it. But
This type of stuff's right up my alley. I used to love watching CSI Miami with my dad.
Mhm.
I love creepy criminal stuff. I've seen all the Netflix documentaries on all the different types of cases that have been kind of famous throughout the years. So
yeah,
this sounds like a great channel.
yeah, it's really good, and it's like it's more or less the the it's not really like the case he talks about like
Yeah,
how
or anything about it.
the criminal establishes what he wants to get out of being interviewed by these police officers. Then he goes on about like how the officer gets him to bite and gets him to you know
Yeah.
it's all psychology. It's really cool. um
Yeah, and they're also trying to like establish, like get him to like expose all the crazy things he's
mhm.
experiencing before he can like actually go and think about it and try to like plan out how he's gonna act crazy. Because then now that they have like proof of what he's trying to do to act crazy, they can like deny if he's trying to do like any new things and bring up any new things to hopefully get like an insanity
Yeah,
type
and
of diagnosis.
it's it's crazy because he goes like what the officers do are just a fraction. Like there's a whole process in the background that he like researches and he exposes to
Hmm.
let people know how these types of detectives work. It's not about getting a person in the room and talking to them. No, it's much larger than that. It's a whole psychology, whole breaking down of the criminal
Yeah.
and just getting what they need to make the case so that they can put that bitch in bars. So
Yeah,
his trial's this year, so hopefully he gets the death penalty. Um,
Yeah,
but
they
I know that's what the prosecutor wants.
yeah,
That's what they're going
yeah,
for.
because they said they'd plead guilty for a life sentence, but the prosecutor wants the death penalty,
hmm
which I'm okay with.
yeah, I'm really okay with
Fair.
that. I'm okay with that. And you know what's funny is the day that happened, I was in school at FAU, and FAU is literally 20 minutes away, the main campus, from the Parkland High School. So when I
When
was
he was at
I
driving
Lark,
see.
like,
back,
two
when I was driving back from there, I remember seeing just yellow tape from the highway, the police officers all surrounding the building, and then I just remember weeks were happening, months were happening, and I would see like memorials like all over the school. Like they were put like candles, flowers, like posters. Like it was so sad. Like I
That is
drove
so
through that
sad.
every day. Like I had school and I was just like, bruh.
Yeah, we had some kids from Parkland come to my high school because they like transferred after like the whole event happened because like they didn't want to be at that school anymore.
Mhm.
And like literally like I think it was like a week after the Parkland thing happened or not long at all. Like we had this like fire drill, but the thing was like the fire drill, like usually the like fire drills are planned and like the teachers were really confused because like they weren't warned about this one and there was like no fire, so like a bunch of the kids were
Oh, they were having
scared.
PTSD. Damn,
Yeah,
dude, that
because they thought like
sucks.
it was like a fake thing to like try to get
Mhm.
people to go outside and then like there's a shootout there or something. So
Yeah,
like
man.
half the people like stayed in the building. Yeah, it was
It's
weird.
crazy. And like it's insane how like a lot of the how he managed to do it too, cuz like no one knew this kid was like in the building when it happened. Like
Hmm.
he just walks in and just starts gunning people down. Like he killed like 19 people in a
Yeah.
matter of minutes because he had
He
a,
said his goal was 20.
yeah. And it's just crazy. And I think in the video he said he went to like a Dunkin' Donuts, right? And then he
No,
just yeah, like
McDonald's.
a McDonald's, and he met with one of the kids that was in the
The
school,
brother
the
of the
brother of the person he
sister that
killed.
he killed. Yeah.
And he was like, "Oh yeah, what happened?" Like,
Yeah.
what?
They're like, oh my god, yeah. He's
Insane.
dead.
So recommend watching it. Obviously Daniel
Yep.
recommends it. Great,
Yep.
great YouTube channel.
Yep. Very good. Very good. All right. Well, do you want to do the music video first or the Fear of Water?
I think we'll do the Fear of
Uh,
Water.
yeah.
That
Alrighty.
looks
Is
pretty
there a
funny.
watch together?
Give
Somebody.
it. Do you want to give us some context on this guy? Because I've seen this guy before.
Oh, David Goggins.
Yeah, you want to give
He's
context on
the
this guy?
hardest man alive. Yeah. So this dude's like cracked. He's insane. He's been like a Navy SEAL. He's gone through like 3 hell weeks. Oh my God, he got into like, he used to be really fat and out of shape. He got into like ultra running, which is like running like 100 mile, 50 mile races. I
Jeez.
think one day
Jesus.
recently this year, he just woke up and was like, I'm gonna run across Florida. I think he did that. And then I don't know, he has like all these stories, like insane stories about like how he just pushed himself like
Hmm.
so hard. Like one of the times like when he had just started like his ultra running thing and like he was out of shape. He was like mid run. He had like shit himself. His feet were like broken and bloody and he just kept running. Like he's like very like mentally tough.
And he does this for fun.
Is a
Yeah,
he's afraid of water.
he's a very motivational guy.
Yeah, he's
He's
like a really huge public speaker, right? He's like
Yeah,
big
he's
into
very
like,
motivational.
yeah,
He'll be like, "Get off your ass, stop doing this, blah 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 blah."
yeah. I don't
But
know
very,
what. I don't know if I don't necessarily like this guy, but I respect what he does, right?
yeah, I don't know like
He's
that.
a
I have no reason to not.
Yeah, I have no reason to not like. I don't hate him, but just I don't know, something about him just bothers me a little bit. Like, I don't know. It's
He's
just
so
so weird to
hilarious.
me, right?
Oh my god.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Like
and
when
then
I saw when I see him in like the things that I saw him, he's like always doing these weird, crazy things. And how does he function in
well,
society is my
no,
question. Like,
I I don't know. I think he just constantly like works out. Really, I don't know.
like I don't know what he does. Like if he goes to like an Einstein's, orders a bagel, like I don't know how he'll react to
He's
that.
gonna like motivate the dude
Yeah.
eating up his bagel. Yeah.
All right. Well, I guess we could
We
start the
can,
video.
and then yeah, and then I'll read you some of the comments after because I thought they just cracked me up.
A lot of people say that nothing's impossible. Shit,
A lot of people
I
say,
even said that nothing's impossible several times in my life. I lied. There's a lot of things that are impossible for you to do. But what happens is when we come across something that's very hard and we try it once, maybe twice, we then say, we're done, we can't do it anymore. Before you say something's impossible, do it and do it and do it to a level that people think that you might be fucking crazy until you say it's impossible. I'm tied up, hands and feet.
I'm
I can't
tied
drink the
up,
water.
hands and feet.
I sink like a fucking rock. But this is the one thing that almost stopped me from feeling my dreams.
I don't know the story about him and water, but yeah. You just see him jumping, and now look, just dolphin king stop. God. Now I'll read you some of the comments because I think they're
That's my new
hilarious.
favorite YouTube video.
What
There's
the fuck?
I've always had a fear of fire, so here I am, tied up. The volcano is waiting. And then I've always had a fear of my entire family dying, so here they are, tied up, hands and feet. Legend has it he crossed the Pacific like that. His little dolphin kick. Oh
Where
I
did
my
he
god.
find this?
For those of you, it was like a reel or like an Instagram or YouTube like little like thing, and I
Okay.
pressed it because I love David and I thought it was hilarious.
what I,
For
I
those
don't know
of
what
you
goes on
wondering
his
why,
mind.
I don't know. For those of you who are wondering why Goggins is tied up, it's to give the water a fighting chance. He's hilarious.
I don't like I can't take him seriously when he does things like this. Like
I can't no, but the thing is he never does like things like that. Like usually he'll just be like in the middle of a run giving like a motivational talk.
yeah, I know, but it's just like
But this one was hilarious. I laughed.
Because I was curious when you guys were saying how he's you couldn't take him serious and you like respect what he does, but it's not your thing. I'm like, I didn't get it at first. I'm like, what? He just runs and he's like, run too. I get it now. That was very
he's
ridiculous.
over the top, you know, and I understand because this man's a Navy SEAL. Like he'll kill the three of us in a matter of point 0.5 seconds if he was given the chance. But I'm just saying, like the
Tied
dude,
up, hands and feet.
like I wouldn't invite this dude to my barbecue. Like my guy would just
No,
come at me at the
bro.
grill and be like,
I
I had a fear of propane tanks that they're gonna explode.
so
Well,
here
here
I
we
am,
are.
tied up hands and feet.
You're gonna shoot the propane tank right in front of my face. Like, no, that is
Somebody
not the
put I've
person
always
I
had a
want.
I've always had a fear of HIV, so here I am today, tied up, and the hookers are ready.
Hands and feet.
I mean, he'd be a really good bouncer to your party.
No, he'd be great to work out with. He's actually really like
Oh no,
motivating.
I would not want to work out with this guy. I'd
I,
probably
I
come
think I'd
out with
want to
heat
like
stroke and dying.
I'd want him to be like a little motivational,
He'd
little
probably tie you up
motivational word.
and put the bench bar on
Hands
Here
your
and
I
on your
feet.
am.
chest.
So here I am, tied
Lift
up,
it
hands and feet.
with your chest.
He's
Just
been on
flexing
the
your
Joe
chest.
Rogan podcast also. If you want to listen to his
Yeah, I've
story,
seen
it's
him
really
in there.
interesting. Really interesting story.
All right, I'm gonna switch scenes.
Well, not yet because we have your music released, right?
No, we're gonna get copyrighted. We can't play that.
Yeah, we can't
Oh,
watch
right.
it.
But if you guys have a chance, watch it amongst yourselves if you want to. You don't have to.
Do you want to talk about it?
Yes, I do, actually.
Okay.
So we have Young and Ace, who made a song with his crew, Fast Money Goon, Wappa with a Choppa, Spinna Benz, and these young fine gentlemen are at a golf course, playing golf like any young successful man would do.
Mm.
And they sing a song called "Who I Smoke." And "Who I Smoke" has a weird background story to it because Young and Ace is not what you call a normal civilian. This particular individual is affiliated with a gang and his crew as well. And this gang has an opposing side, and who is also a rapper, Fulio, and his crew of gangs. They're based out of Jacksonville, Florida. So stay safe, Jake. And so basically, this song is a remix to the "A Thousand Miles." I don't know if you guys heard of that song. Terry Crews loves it very much. You know the "Da-na-na-na-na-na, and I need
Yeah.
you." Well, they remix that into a beat and they rap over it. It's a really catchy song, but the lyrics consist of individuals who they've had hits on and or murdered. Um,
Hmm.
it's a really crazy thing to think about because I mean it just sounds like an innocent song, but if you really like hear the lyrics, you can really get a sense of like hostility in their lyrics. Like, and then these are all people that actually have died. I recommend watching a documentary of Young and Ace, and the Fulio uh, dissing and sort of the conflict that's going on between these two um, rappers. I think there's a channel called Trap Lord Ross, and he has a great, like, amazing documentary regarding this whole issue. It's really long. It's like an hour and 58 minutes. But again, just like criminology and stuff like that, he really goes and dives deep into the whole situation that's going on. But yeah, the whole story behind Young and Ace is insane. Like his brother died in front of him along with his two best friends. Fulio lost a lot of his best friends in front of him. Fulio actually got shot himself by the Young and Ace crew and almost died. So it's like I mean, we haven't seen rap conflict like this since like Biggie Smalls, Tupac. Like this is like
Mhm.
the new age type shit. And I
Yeah.
thought it was pretty interesting how the backstory happened and like how it's going on now. All the murders are pretty recent too. Um, No Jumper Adam 22 has had interviews with
Mm.
Fulio. The song's really cool though. Like it's really catchy.
Catchy.
Yeah, it's catchy as
Yeah.
heck. If you watch it right now and you just heard it, you just want to like bump it to the, in the car or like when you're working out.
Mhm.
But like it's the backstory is pretty messed up. And Fulio
Pretty
also has
gnarly.
a song um, that pretty much talks about how his gang killed Young and Ace's brother and two best friends.
Wow.
Yeah, it's great. It's great stuff. If you want to hear that one, it's called When I See You from Fulio.
It's amazing.
Yeah, in the music video, he holds a poster of the like news like channel, and it has the three faces. You know how it shows like the pictures of the victims that died. He puts that on a
Yeah.
poster,
Mhm.
and he's at a gravesite. So it's great.
Wow.
Yeah,
So
really
it's
messed up.
great. It's great.
Really, really nice individuals.
Yeah.
Everyday
Family
citizens.
friendly stuff.
Yeah, but that's pretty much it. That's all I wanted to bring up. I don't know if you guys have any comments on it because I'm sure you never heard of them or even
Yeah. I
know
need.
Yeah,
what
I
the
no,
want to
not
listen to
situation
the
yet.
is.
song now. I'm so curious.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't have many
it's
comments.
really
Yeah.
unique. Um, let me see if I
I
can
mean,
link you guys the
I think it's there.
documentary.
Oh, documentary. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep, it's
I
right
mean,
here.
while Easy
This
does
video.
that, I'm gonna cool if I start wrapping up a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, because that's all of our talking points for today. This was supposed to be a short little pod, but I think we did like 30, 40 minutes, right?
Yeah, we did around 40 minutes. Yeah.
So that's pretty solid, about average. Well, I just want to say thank you guys so much for watching. This has been the UCereal podcast. I just want to do a quick reminder: our Instagram post for the Reese's Puff giveaway is still active. Um, it's been a while since we made some posts on Instagram, but I think Easy was mentioning how he was gonna start posting some more highlights on there. So make sure you still go check out our Instagram if you want to enter the giveaway. You should definitely do that. But yeah, thank you guys so much for all the love you give us every week. We really are growing. I really do have a lot of faith in this podcast, and I hope it gets better and better every week. So make sure you leave a like, share, or do what you can because it goes a long way with us. Thank you guys so much for watching again, and we'll see y'all next week. And goodbye.